So as we begin to get ourselves into a relaxed position, if you're lying down or sitting down, I'm going to ask that you just drop in, taking a deep breath, closing your eyes. And I want you to go ahead and allow your chair or the floor just to support you. And ask yourself, am I willing to surrender today? Am I willing to let go and just to surrender and allow myself to be held without any kind of judging, without any analysis, and just become aware of your breath. And with all of us in isolation, as we're just being aware of our breath, know that we're all breathing. Am I willing to compare in instead of compare out? Taking a nice deep breath, inhaling and detoxing anything from yesterday, any old emotions. As we breathe, we make a choice to renew our mind. We renew our mind and not let our emotions run us today. Without judging, what's it like to be able to be aware of your breath? And just relax your shoulders, relax your body, and notice how that feels. Finding that quiet place within you. That still place. Breathing, slowing down, and making that conscious choice to be mindful. And the mind wanders off, as it always does, and just bring it back to its breath without any judgment. And as we sit here together, I'd like for you to take a moment and think about gratitude. They say gratitude is a change of attitude. And sometimes we need that attitude adjustment. But just taking a few, just 30 seconds, what are you most grateful for today? Breathe it in and let it out, exhale. And as you stay in gratitude, I'd like to read something from the 12 steps. This is from the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. And I'd like for you to listen. On awakening, let us think about the 24 hours ahead. We consider our plans for the day. Before we begin, we ask God or our higher power to direct our thinking, especially that it be divorced from self-pity, dishonest, or self-seeking motives. Under these conditions, we can employ our mental faculties with assurance. For after all, God or our higher self gave us brains to use. Our thought life will be placed on a much higher plane when our thinking is cleared of wrong motives. And I'd like to ask you how your thought life is. And at any time, we can change our thoughts to a higher plane of thinking. And take a nice breath, inhale, let it out, exhale. And thinking about today, we may face some indecision. We may not be able to determine which course to take. So we ask our higher selves or God for inspiration, for an intuitive thought or a decision. We relax and take it easy. Just for today, are you willing to lighten up and relax and take it easy? How grateful we are to have these Zoom conferences already lined up. That's one thing in our life we don't have to stress about. But to relax, not take ourselves so serious, and to lighten up. We don't struggle. We are often surprised how the right answers come after we've tried this for a while. So we conclude our period of meditation with some kind of intention or prayer that we be shown all through the day what our next step is to be, that we be given whatever we need to take care of such problems. We ask especially for freedom from self-will, and we're careful to make no request for ourselves only. We may ask for ourselves, however, if others would be helped. As we go through the day, we pause when agitated or doubtful, and we ask for the right thought or action. And throughout today, we remind ourselves constantly that we're no longer running the show, humbly saying to ourselves many times each day, "Your will, not mine, be done." When we know that there is a God and it is in us, we're in much less danger of excitement, fear, anger, worry, self-pity, or foolish decisions. We become much more efficient. We do not tire so easily, for we're not going to burn up energy. We're not going to overfunction as we did when we were trying to arrange life to suit ourselves. So we let our higher selves or God discipline us in a simple way. And we can go out here today, going to our other Zoom meetings, knowing that we're never alone, that we could always pause and find that place of stillness as we set our intentions and grow in gratitude. We always renew our mind. So as we conclude our meditation, I'd like to go ahead and remind all of you men and women that you are phenomenally made. And I have a poem by Angelou that I'd like to read. And as I read, for both men and women, I just want you to go ahead and allow yourself to marinate in these words and in this meaning.
Many people wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. When I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally. I walk into a room just as cool as you please, and to a man the fellows stand or fall down on their knees. Then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. I say, it's the fire in my eye, the flash of my teeth, the swing in my waist, the joy in my feet. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say, it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breasts, the grace of my style. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palms of my hands, the need for my care, because I'm a woman, phenomenally, phenomenal woman, all you women and me.
I'd like to remind you as we wrap up to be able to take all of your Maya Angelos, all of your mamas and daddies and the people that have paved the way and are supporting you in your education, just all your loved ones, take them with you today, and remember to lighten up and to be able to play. And I want you to leave as we just come out of this together. Wouldn't it be a different world if we all started this day together, just as a community, being able to have the intention to connect and just being able to remind ourselves that we're never alone. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoy your conference today, and I'll be around if you have any questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So I'm going to go on camera just for a minute.
You're
This is not
welcome.
Dr. Hudson. This is Jennifer Toth locked in as Dr. Hudson so that I could give you
Oh, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'll just let everyone know, for this session and in other sessions, you need to make sure your full name shows up so that we can verify attendance for CEs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So how you change your name is if you go to the participant list, you will hover your name, and this is on a computer. It might be a little different on the phone, but if you go to the participant list, hover your mouse over your own name, and it should be like a little blue more button. Click on that, and then click rename, and then just put your full name, because if it just says Janita or Jen, we're not going to know. Perfect.
Great. The things you learn.
And it should, I think now it's changed for every session, but double check. I'm not sure about that. To get the CEs for I think every session qualifies for at least one CE. But on the program, that link that we sent everyone, the last page or the second to last page, there's a little link to an evaluation survey. You go to that. You have to fill it out for every session, and then just give us some time. We'll put it together, and that's it. So it's NBCC CEs. So if you are qualified to get those, then that's what you get. Stop recording.